click on that. Hi guys, what is up? Happy Sunday. Welcome to another ELA Live. My name is Hope King. I am so excited to be your teacher for today here on Facebook. So as you're coming in on Instagram and on Facebook, let me know where you are from in the comments. Let me know what grade level you are. I want you guys to be interactive with me in the comments below, and I'm going to come back and respond to all of them as soon as this is over. So today I am ready for a super good time. I already gave Instagram this little hint, kind of a little teaser into what we're going to be reading today. So today we're going to be reading a book about one of my favorite superheroes. So I'm going to be asking you students and parents and teachers, I fully expect that you're going to participate too. I'm going to be asking you a lot of questions, having you do a lot of things with me today. So whenever I need for you to interact with me, I'm going to say superheroes. So just like the superhero that we're going to read about in our book today, you are going to be superhero readers at home. So I'm going to say superheroes, and you've got to respond and say power up. So you've got to show me your power. All right, so we're going to give that a try. Now you've really got to go for it. Parents, let me know if they're not doing it. Let me know. And kids, let me know if your parents aren't doing it, if they're watching this with you. So let's try it. Here we go. Superheroes. You should be saying power up. I'm going to give you one more time. Superheroes. All right, I think I heard you here all the way in Atlanta, Georgia, so that is exactly what I'm talking about. So when I give you that little call and response, you're going to know it's your turn to participate. So today I'm not going to tell you the story that we're going to read just yet. I'm going to keep it a secret a little bit longer, but we are going to be working on 2 superpower skills. So are you ready for some superpowers? Let me know. Are you ready? I can't quite hear you. Are you ready for some superpowers at home? Okay, that's a little bit better. So let's talk about when we're reading 2 superpowers that we can use to help us really understand what the story is telling us. All right, superpower number 1. Now, if you know anything about superheroes, you know they have some amazing sight, some amazing vision. So as readers, one way that we can tap into our sight, or what we call visualization, is listen to the descriptive language that the author is using. So one way they do that is by using similes to describe. Have you ever heard the word simile? If you have, let me know in the comments. A simile is a way to get really good descriptive language that taps into our superhero power of visualization, that lets us see things more vividly, that allows us to imagine it in our minds. Good readers, while they're reading stories, sometimes books have pictures and sometimes they don't. And so if they have pictures, it's great to use the pictures to help us visualize, but if they don't, we can use the language. So a simile is simply this: a comparison of 2 different things using the words like or as. For example, I have a girl runner right here. She's fast. And I have a lightning bolt. How could I take those 2 things and turn it into a simile? Remember, I'm going to compare the 2 things. So I might say, the girl is as fast as lightning. Can you visualize that like you see a runner and she is zooming past you? She is fast as lightning. Or I could say, the girl is fast like lightning. And again, I'm getting that good visualization, that good mental picture to really see my story come to life with my superpower vision in my mind. So a simile is a comparison of 2 things, 2 different things, using like or as. Let's see if you remember. Superheroes, power up is what you should be saying. Let's try that one more time. Superheroes, power up. Now, when you say that, you're going to repeat after me, whatever I say. So we're going to try it one more time and get ready to repeat. Superheroes, power up. A simile is a comparison of 2 different things using like or as. Awesome job. Okay, but I'm going to spice it up a little bit. I have a little chant. I like to move. I like to jam. I like to sing. Anybody else like to jam, like to move, like to sing? All right, so I'm going to teach you a little chant to help us remember what a simile is. Are you ready? It goes like this. A simile, I'm teaching you the chant, not the definition. All right, here we go. Simile, use like or as you see, and then you clap. Okay, so it reminds us that a simile is a comparison of 2 things using like or as. So it goes like this. A simile, use like or as you see. Boom. Okay, so I want you to try that with me. Ready? Here we go. Superheroes, power Ready? Simile, use like or as you see. Boom, and put them back together. All right, so we're going to practice similes as we're reading our story today. But remember, a simile gives us a superpower because it allows us to visualize the story. So let me give you a couple examples of similes. Here's a few that I thought were really funny. They help me visualize what it is that they're trying to describe. She swims like a fish. Can you imagine somebody that means they're a really great swimmer just like a fish? He is as wise as an owl. So I'm imagining somebody that's really smart. They're doing something really brilliant, really intelligent. My face turned as red as a tomato. Can you imagine that in your mind? That obviously means that I'm really embarrassed about something. He is as hairy as a gorilla. So you can imagine somebody that has lots of hair similar to that of a gorilla. Okay, here's a couple more. Now, if you have a piece of scratch paper near you, I want for you to get that scratch paper out. And when we visualize, I want you to show me what it is that you see in your mind. Now, this is not supposed to be detailed and artistic. I'm only going to give you about 10 seconds to visualize, to practice your superhero power of visualization by listening to the descriptive language of a simile. Remember, simile, use like or as you see. Boom. All right, here we go. The dragon has teeth as sharp as daggers. The dragon has teeth as sharp as daggers. So if you're illustrating something, if you're drawing something or sketching it really quickly, you're going to have a dragon. Can you imagine those sharp teeth all over the place? The dragon has teeth as, there's our key word, as sharp as daggers. So we're comparing the dragon's teeth to the daggers, right? So when we're saying our chant, simile, use like or as you see, we're comparing two things. Now you see the purpose of your hands. All right, let's do another one. He was as angry as a bear. So what might his face look like if he was as angry as a bear? Obviously, he's not going to have a smiley face, right? Now think about this as you're sketching. What are we comparing with that figurative language in the form of a simile? He, whoever he is, a boy, a man, is as angry as a bear. So we're comparing his anger, right? The anger that he's feeling to the bear. There's our simile. There's our comparison. Oh, this is a good one. All right, last one I'm going to give you, and then we're going to listen for some of these in our story. I rode my bike as fast as a spaceship. So think about how fast that spaceship is moving. Did you hear the key word? I rode my bike. What was the key word? Oh, wait, I don't hear you. What was the key word? As fast as a spaceship. So we're comparing the speed of how we're riding our bike to the speed of a spaceship to let us know we are really moving. We are really good at riding that bike and we can ride it super fast. So the descriptive language that we're talking about today is called a what? I already forgot. Remind me, it's called a what? A simile. That's right. And for simile, we say what? Simile. Use like or as you see. And we're comparing those two things. Awesome job. Let's see if you're still with me. Superheroes, power up. There you go. You got it. All right, so we're going to be listening for, that's our first superhero power, visualization, by listening to the author's descriptive language. So I'm going to see in my read aloud today if you can recognize any similes, and when I do, you're going to say power up. We're going to use those superhero skills. Second thing, before we get into our book today, the second superhero power that a superhero must have when they're reading is the power of language. They want to know what everybody else is saying so that way they can understand the situation, they can understand the problem, and they know how to come to the rescue. So I'm going to teach you 6 words today. Now, a lot of times I let you figure out the meanings of the words while I'm reading, but today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to teach you the meanings of these words in a fun way. We're going to get interactive. Then you are going to be listening for them throughout the story and making sure that you're using these words to help you understand the text's meaning. All right, so you ready for our power upwards? Here we go. Superheroes, power up. All right, you're getting a little bit better. I still want you to be a little bit louder. All right, here we go. Our first word is, oh, my makeup's starting to run. Does anybody else have pollen? Do you know what pollen is? It's that yellow stuff that's all over your parents' cars. It's everywhere here, and it's making my eyes water. All right, our first word is identity. Superheroes, power up. Remember, that means you repeat after me. Identity. This means who or what a person or thing is. All right, now if you're wondering, like, what is she doing? You're supposed to be saying that because remember, you're supposed to be copying me. So the word identity is describing who or what a person is. So we all have our own identity. Now, I like to do hand signals to help me remember some tricky words sometimes. So whenever you hear me say the word identity in the text today, I want you to do this, identity. All right, so I want you to try that. Ready? Identity. Because we're remembering that identity tells us who or what a person is. And a lot of times we're describing our looks, but it could also be what we do, what we like. All of those things can describe our identity. And today in our book, our superhero has a secret identity. All right, so our first power up word is what, everybody? That's right, identity. Now, I hope that you didn't just say it. You have to do the motion. All right, so let's try that one more time. Our first word is identity. Great job. All right, that should have been what you said. All right, next word. Here we go. This is a tricky one. I'm curious. Let me know in the comments if anybody has ever heard the word photon. Now, that's a tricky word. It's actually a science word, but you're going to hear this word in our story today. And photons are actually bursts of energy, but they give off light. So that's kind of a simple way to understand what photons are. And you're going to hear that word in our book today. So photons are bursts of light energy. So whenever we hear the word photons, because that's kind of a tricky one, you're going to do this. Psh, to show that you're giving off a ray of light energy. All right, so I'm going to say the word. Here we go. Superheroes, power up. The word is photons. Photons. And you should have gone psh with your photons, because remember, that helps us remember it's a ray of light. So our first word was identity. Our second word is photons. All right, next word, here we go. I'm curious if you've ever heard this word. If you watch cartoons, you probably heard this word, arch nemesis. All right, arch nemesis. What an arch nemesis is the main enemy of a character, of someone, right? So in a fiction story, we call the hero the protagonist, right? And we call the arch enemy the antagonist, because they're the ones that's going against the superhero. A lot of times they're evil. So for arch nemesis, what we're going to say is arch nemesis, because we're going to go up to battle against the hero and the arch nemesis, or the antagonist of the story. So the hero is the protagonist. I'm teaching you some big words. And the arch nemesis, or the enemy, is the antagonist. So we're going to say arch nemesis. All right, you got that? I'm going to give you a try. Here we go. Superheroes, power up. The word is arch nemesis. Now, you shouldn't have just said the word. You should have gone what? Arch nemesis, right? All right, so let's see what you remember. Our first word is identity. Excellent job. Our second word is photons. Our third word is arch nemesis. Awesome job. All right, I've got three more quick words to teach you. All right, here we go. Fortress. I'm sure you've heard of a fortress. A fortress is a building designed to be defended. So it's really difficult to be able to get inside. Might be important for a superhero, right? Because then he can't have any of his enemies enter in. So for fortress, since it's really hard to be defeated, it's something that defends, we're going to go like this. Fortress. Nice and strong, because remember, it's a strong building that can protect our superhero. All right, so the word is fortress. Let me see you do it. Fortress. Awesome job. So that is our fourth word. So we have our first word is identity. Our second word is protons. Psh. Our third word is arch nemesis. Our fourth word is fortress. All right, two more. Are you ready? Here we go. The fifth word is trench. Have you heard of a trench? A trench is a long, narrow ditch. Now remember, we have land and then we have water, but there's also land under the water. So this is a picture of a trench under the ocean. So since it's a deep, long, narrow ditch, for trench, we're going to go like this, okay? So we're going to say trench. All right, you try that. Go. Trench. Awesome job. Okay, so that is our fifth word, trench. Let's see what you got. Our first word, identity. See if you can keep up. Our second word, protons. Psh. Our third word, arch nemesis. Our fourth word, oh, I've got to look. I didn't keep up. Oh, goodness. Our fourth word is fortress, our strong building, right? Our fifth word is trench, that deep tunnel under the ground. All right, and our final word, here we go. Are you ready for it? It's a good one. Sinister. Have you heard the word sinister? Sinister means something that is harmful or evil, like my evil queen right here. So for sinister, you heard what we were going to do. We are going to act sinister. All right, so let's give it a try. The word is sinister. Oh, come on, guys. Really? That's as sinister as you can get. I've got to have a little bit more sinister than that. All right, we're going to try it again. Here we go. Sinister. Now you're ready for Broadway. Okay, so those are the 6 words that I want you to listen for today to use your superhero power of language to listen to the language of the story and understand what the author is trying to show us or tell us throughout. All right, so one more review and then we're going to get into this book today. Here we go. The first word is identity. The second word is photons. Psh. The third word is arch nemesis. Oh, are you keeping up? The fourth word is fortress. That big, strong building, right? The fifth word is, remember, what is it? Trench, that's right. And the sixth word is sinister. All right, so I want you to use both of those superhero skills today as we read this book together. Now, whenever you hear a simile, remember, simile, use like or as you see, okay? So we're listening for those comparisons, that descriptive language to help us do what? Visualize in our mind. And I also want you to listen for those 6 words. And whenever you hear a simile or hear one of those words, I should hear you say power up, because you're listening for those words and for that descriptive language. All right. Now, I'm in my superhero cave today, guys. So I'm really feeling this book. This is one of my favorite books. It was given to us by one of our favorite friends, Joelle Lemons. She actually gave it to my son, Maverick. He is almost a year old. It's one of his favorites, too. So this book is called The Astonishing Secret of Awesome Man. It is written by Michael Chabon, and it's illustrated by Jake Parker. So the cool thing about Awesome Man is he has a secret identity. It's your job to see if you can figure out what his secret identity is. All right, now remember. Oh, did you do it? Did you say power up? I thought I heard somebody say power up. Why did you say power up? Because the word was identity. Whoever that was, you're awesome. Give yourself a virtual high five. Boom, you got it. All right, here we go. The Astonishing Secret of Awesome Man. Hi, I'm a superhero. My name is Awesome Man. Here we go. I have a cape as red as a rocket, a mask as black as midnight, and a styling letter A on my chest. I'm just basically awesome. I should have heard a lot of power ups, because on this page we heard a lot of similes. Did you visualize what the author was saying in your mind, right? I have a cape as red as a rocket. Can you see it like a movie in your head? A mask as black as midnight, right? We can see those things so vividly because the author is using similes to show us descriptive language. All right, let's learn more about Awesome Man. I can fly as high as a satellite and as straight as an arrow, or through the time barrier and not get dizzy or feel nauseous or smash into things, except on purpose. When you are a superhero like me, sometimes you have to smash into things. I can shoot positronic rays out of my eyeballs. And can I tell you something? Giant killer robots just hate that stuff. All right, I should have heard some more power ups because, oops, I'm getting the book out of the frame, because we heard more similes, right? As high as a satellite, so we can imagine him flying high in the sky. As straight as an arrow. So we're not imagining him being curvy and going zigzag like this. It's as straight as an arrow, right? Good descriptive language. I can really see everything. Even though I have pictures, I can visualize it here too. It makes reading so much fun. All right, let's see what happens next. You know what else is totally awesome? My trademark awesome power grip. I can hug a runway freight train, screech, and you can see him right here hugging the train. I can hug mutant talking jello from beyond the stars. Listen to those sound words. I love those. Do you see him using his super awesome power grip to stop his evil enemies? There's another word for that. We talked about it. Let's see if you remember it. But maybe the most awesome thing about me is my secret identity. Now, this is a total secret, all right? So listen closely, because I'm going to whisper it real low. So low that only you and Moskowitz, the awesome dog, will be able to hear me. In real life, I'm... Who do you think he is in real life? Good readers are always trying to think ahead, trying to use picture clues, make strong predictions, super awesome predictions. Who do you think this superhero is in real life? His secret identity. And I hope that I heard you go, power up, because that was one of our words for today. Here comes Professor Von Evil and his antimatter slime bot. Antimatter slime is extra gross. But okay, check this out. I change into my secret identity. Did you say power up? I change into my secret identity. So he changes who he is. And the dude just galooshes right past me. Do you see me? Professor Von Evil doesn't. Maybe you can use a picture clue to help you discover what secret identity Awesome Man has. What do you think it is? Let me know in the comments, and I'm going to come back and see if you're right. What good prediction can you make using your picture clues? We're also hearing those good, strong vocabulary words too. Then I just sneak up right behind him, slap a big old power punch grip on his pointy head, and scrunch! The professor gets schooled. So there he is with a super awesome power grip defeating the professor. All right, let's see what happens next. But don't think it's nonstop fun and photons. Being Awesome Man, remember photons, psh, big burst of light energy. Sometimes it can be pretty hard. What the heck? Oh man, it's the flaming eyeball. My arch nemesis. His arch nemesis means it's his enemy, right? I'm going to tell my mom. I'm going to use my beams to make a positronic force shield. So here he is defeating his arch nemesis. Now, why do we do that? Remember, if he is the hero, the protagonist, who would be the arch nemesis or the antagonist? See if you can tell me in the comments below. Do you think he's going to be able to defeat him? Let's see. Shoot, the eyeball got away. That makes me angry. And you do not want to be there when Awesome Man gets angry. It is not a pretty sight. Oh my goodness. What do you think Awesome Man is going to do when he gets angry? He has so much power. How is he going to be able to control his power? Let's see what he does. Do you have any predictions? What do you think he's going to do? See, the thing is, I'm super strong. I have to be careful. I can't start hitting stuff or kicking stuff or throwing stuff around, even though that's what I want to do so badly. I might hurt somebody or destroy a city or something. So what's he going to do? How is he going to control his anger? Let's see. Here we go. So I fly back to the fortress of Awesome, deep at the bottom of the deepest, darkest trench under the Arctic Ocean. It's peaceful here, quiet and calm. I can just lie on the bed and chill for a while. I need to get a grip. So Awesome Man is trying to get his anger under control. So where did he go? I hope I heard some power ups, because I heard that he went to a fortress, right? Which is that building, that area that can protect you. And I also heard that his fortress is located in a trench, a deep, dark trench under the ocean. Let's find out what he does once he gets there. So that's what I do. I get myself in a ginormous, awesome power grip. It calms me right down so I can think again. And that's when I realize what my problem is. What do you think his problem is? Why is he so angry right now? I'm almost out of positrons. Positron sounds like positive to me. So let's see if he's out of positive energy. All this evil fighting can make a superhero tired. Really tired. Pooped. I love saying pooped. The thing is, it takes a lot of energy to be Awesome Man. To be exact, it takes 7 billion kilojoules per nanosecond, which is a lot, a whole lot. But sometimes I get so busy being awesome all the time that I forget. So I call for Moskowitz on our secret frequency. She brings me a thermovulcanized protein delivery orb straight from the kitchen of the fortress and a little packet of salt. So let's see if he can get his positrons back. Here we go. And I did hear the word fortress. Still in his fortress. After I'm all calmed down and positronic again, I take off after the flaming eyeball. I fly west. I fly east. I fly 8 times around the earth and all the way to the heart of the sun. He really is awesome. The flaming eyeball hangs out there sometimes. Then I see him. He goes into the hidden entrance of the secret headquarters of worldwide wickedness. I hide out there and spy on him. He's chilling with Sister Sinister and the Red Shark. So here he is. He's trying to find the flaming eyeball, and the flaming eyeball is located with 2 other people, the Red Shark, and did you hear the other character's name? Sister Sinister. Because remember, sinister reminds us that we're describing something that is harmful or evil. So it's Did you hear that strong word? Let's find out what happens. I throw an awesome power grip on all 3 of them. Give them a little blast of eye beams. Kick a little bad guy behind. Blast! So there goes Sister, let me see if I can find her, Sister Sinister, and the Red Shark, and the flaming eyeball. Then I make a quick getaway back to the fortress of awesome. So here he is going back to the trench, but if you notice, there's a little hole right here, a little porthole. Let's see where he actually goes. Okay, before I turn the page, I'm going to see, by collecting picture clues, listening to the text, does anybody have a clue what Awesome Man's secret identity is? Let me know. What do you think his secret identity is? When I get there, my secret identity mom is waiting for me with a plate of plain old cheddar cheese crackers and chocolate milk. I'm so happy to see her. I throw a power grip around her too. So Awesome Man's secret identity is, wrong page, is that he is a little boy. And he was actually with his dog in the previous picture if you looked really closely. So if you guessed that his secret identity is a little boy, you are correct. Give yourself a power up. She says that it feels awesome. All right, so I hope that you, before I lose my book, I hope that you enjoyed the story of Awesome Man. I heard a lot of great things. I heard a lot of strong similes that helped me use my superpower of visualization to really get a picture in my mind. And I also heard some really strong vocabulary words. And since I knew the language like a superhero does, I was able to understand exactly what the author was telling me in this text. It's so important to read because the more that you read, the stronger your superpower becomes of language. So let's review those 6 words really quickly, and then I've got 2 activities that I'm going to send you off with. All right, the first word, remember, was identity. The second word, who remembers the second word? It was protons. Remember those blasts of light. The third word, I've got to get my list. I'm forgetting them too. All right, the third word, let me see if I can show you the pictures, remember, is arch nemesis. Who? It's the enemy or the one going against the hero. The fourth word, here we go. Remember what it was? Fortress, right? It is that building that is designed to defend or protect. The fifth word, remember? Trench. It is that long, narrow ditch, but ours was in the ocean. It can also be found on land, right? And the sixth word was sinister. So in the documents that your parents can download as soon as this is over, all of those words are in there. I would love for you to keep those words out this week, to practice them, add them to your vocabulary. But the only way you can strengthen your superhero power is to practice and to use those. So I want to see if you can use those in conversation sometime this week. And you can also teach your family the hand motions that goes along with them that's going to help you remember them. All right, so 2 things that I want to send you off with as an activity that you can do to practice some of the things that we heard our author, Michael Chabon, do in the story, The Astonishing Secret of Awesome Man Today. So here is a fun activity that you can do today or sometime this week. And all you have to do is have materials that you can gather around your house. I want for you to create a secret, what? Identity. That's right. I want for you to create a secret identity, right? A secret one means that nobody knows what it is, but it's going to describe who or what that secret identity is. So today I just used a Cheerio box. I cut out a mask template, which is going to be in all of your documents that you can download on the website today as soon as this is over. And I just use materials from around the house to decorate. So here is my secret identity. Now, once you create your secret identity, whatever that is, I want you to do just like Michael Chabon did in the Astonishing Secret of Awesome Man. And I want for you to write similes that describe your secret identity. So let me tell you my 5 similes that I wrote. Now remember, these should be vivid language to help us visualize. I am quick as a wink. So my secret identity is super fast, quick as a wink. I fly like, there's our word, simile, use like or as you see. I fly like lightning. I am colorful as a rainbow. Did you hear my word? Colorful as a rainbow. I sparkle like thousands of diamonds. So I'm comparing my sparkle to thousands of diamonds using the word like. I am magical, which is what the cards are all about, as a wizard. So I'm describing my magic, my superhero power of magic, to that of a wizard who is also magical. So as you're writing those similes, think about how you can take 2 things and you can compare them using like or as. Now, I want complete sentences. I want good, strong adjectives, good, strong, vivid language. And then I want you to come back if you make a secret identity. And I want you to show me a picture in the comments below. And I want you to tell me one of your similes. How did you describe your secret identity? And the last thing that I want to leave you with, and I think this one is so important, I loved what Awesome Man did in the story. He said that the reason that he couldn't be super awesome all the time is because he was missing his positrons. He needed more positrons, which I think about positive thoughts and the power that those have. I loved how in the story Awesome Man didn't use his anger as revenge on anyone. He knew that when he wasn't feeling positive, and he knew when he was really angry, that he needed to step away and he needed to get in a positive mindset before he acted again. Wow. I think that is an amazing lesson that we can learn from a superhero about how we can do the same. Because right now, especially when we're all in our homes and we're all around our brothers and sisters all the time, it's okay to sometimes feel angry. But it's time, just like Awesome Man, for us to step away, to learn from this story, and to act as he did and get some positive thoughts before we go on throughout the day. So one thing that I like to do each morning is I like to speak positivity into my mind. So I have some positive statements here, and they read things. I want you to read them along with me. I'm going to read them to you. But they read positive ideas like, I am kind. Are you kind? You are. Speak it. I am, what's that word? Honest. You are. I am creative. So you're going to be creative with your secret identity today. I am strong I am positive. I am unique. Got a couple more. I am helpful. I am smart. I am brave. And finally, I am awesome. So one thing that I want you to do every single day when you get up this morning, you can cut those out. You can put them around your room and decorate. Why not? We're in our rooms a lot lately, so we might as well make it look a little bit different. Or you can print this out and hang it on your bathroom mirror. And when you get up and you brush your teeth in the morning, I want you to start your day with positive positrons. And I want you to tell yourself all the positive things that you are going to be throughout the day. But then superheroes actually take action. You've got to do it. So I would love to see your secret identities, your masks. I would love to see that you're speaking positrons every single day, just like Awesome Man, to get back in a positive mindset, especially when things are a little bit challenging. And I would love to answer any of your questions in the comments. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this story today. Practice your similes, practice that visualization, and practice using strong language in your conversations, both things that all awesome superheroes do. We will see you guys again tomorrow on Monday for another ELA Live with Amelia. Until then, happy reading, everybody. Bye.